from 10 Pins and More at Rio Rancho here for the title matches of the 2023 Youth New Mexico Open. Long weekend of competition, leaves two bowlers standing. That's Texas's John Green. He's won 2 matches in the scratch step ladder to take on prohibitive top seed Dmitri Richardson from Greenwood Village, Colorado. Both these guys are 3-time JBT champs. John hasn't won in quite a while. Dmitri won the Mountain Invitational last season up in Pueblo. Their leading qualifier today at +3 something, way clear of second place. You see that super smooth delivery. Gets 10 back. Both playing sort of a fallback. Dmitri right of John. John standing extremely far left. Dmitri more an end over end roll. John's coming around the side of it a little more. That explains that on a pretty demanding condition. This is a slightly easier variant of the adult New Mexico Open. We told Mike to go about halfway between New Mexico Open and House, and they played pretty hard this weekend, so that shows you just how challenging the adult New Mexico Open pattern is. A little more forgiving left and right than the adult pattern. Still got to execute good shots and, of course, make your pairs. That Australian voice to my left, Steve Mackey. That's right, you get a good fill, yes, which is the only reason John Green is here. We'll talk about that in a second as Dmitri kicks that 10-pin over. To the right, Alberto Medina is playing Gabriel Garul. He had to win that game by 25, and I don't believe that's happening over there. Alberto finishes up with 211 plus pins, as Gabriel had just enough. 165 gives him 224, so Gabe will advance to take on Rebecca Wilson, who also won the Mountain Invitational. A couple bowlers showing their medal in our long format tournaments. Look where John is standing on the right-hand lane. That's about, what, the 50 board? 40 boards on a bowling lane. He's a good 10 boards left of the left-hand gutter. Well, he didn't mean to leak that ball quite up early enough to the right. He's obviously comfortable doing it, and he opens with the double.
Over the main handicap division, Gabriel comes up with enough of a difference there to win that match. She advances on play Rebecca in round 2 of the handicap finals. Finishing in 4th in the handicap division, Alberto Medina.
We have 5 finals going on right now. We'll focus up on the scratch as they're the primary title match right now. Huge turnout, 161. That's by far a YNMO record. So in addition to standing left, by the way, that's about the 53 board, tiny little steps, so he's generating it all with upper body strength. Holds the follow-through nice, but boy, those are some extreme angles he's creating right there, and you miss a little, you get an unmakeable 2-8-10. Rebecca, 2 balls on each lane, go for it. Brett Walls taking on Callista Fritz in the scratch consolation with the winner to play Grant Fetty. I'm going to go check on handicap.
Consolation. Chase Collins won that first game. He'll take on Brendan for the handicap consolation win, finishing in 3rd over there. Marcos Montoya. Very nice, Marcos. The handicap difference on 7 and 8 is 1 pin. Brendan has to beat Chase by 1 to tie, 2 to win. Over here on 5 and 6 in the main handicap division, the difference in this game is 22. Rebecca has to beat Gabriel by 22 to tie. Don't give me that look. And 23 to win. In the girls scratch division, we are wrapping up your girls scratch runner-up this weekend, Mia Medina. And your girls scratch champion, her first of the season, Kendall Valea.
Brother Matt finishing. You probably heard those results. Meanwhile, I come back just in time for a bone 9 from Dmitri. Real good shot there. Green went spare strike after that 2-8-10 open, so if Dmitri converts, he'll lead early on here by 14 pins. Dmitri, just 17 years old, from the Denver area. He's been racking up the titles on their local tour, Mile High, for a couple of years. He is a killer up there. There is a lot of talent up in Colorado, believe me. We'll see a lot of them in Denver in just a couple weeks at the Crown. No, I finally turned the camera over to Callista and she whiffs a 7. You are not.
You broke the 100.
Oh, Richardson loses that one a little bit. Lucky to only leave that 6-10. Kendall Blair won girls scratch. If you couldn't hear on the mic, Mia Medina was second. That was out of the handicap division, so nice job from her. That's Brett Wall. He's going to win this match. He said he's got somewhere to go. Well, he's going to have to stick around for one more game as he'll play Grant for scratch Consolation. Time to spare from Dmitri. 5,000 extra added by Steve and the crew here. 10 pins and a smart redistribution. Thanks, man. 161 entries without any contribution would be a large prize fund, so this is going to be a whopper once we get that all counted out. Sorry? Yes. I had to guess. I'll be real close to the magic 10 number in just one weekend up here. Double mountain points. I understand we're having some Aussies next season coming up, so this will be an international use for Mexico. 140, yeah, barn burner over there, but good enough. Grant, whenever you're ready, take 2 balls out of the lane on 1 and 2. You are facing Grant. Over in the stretch Consolation, Brett wins that match. He'll play Grant for that title, finishing third over there, Callista Fritz. Brett tells me he's got places to be, so keep you around one more game, Brett.
I am in no rush.
Free ball there. John was earlier wearing a Jesus Loves Me shirt, which I agree with the sentiment, but it's not dress code no matter what Jesus says, so he had to take that off for the gear he's got on now. But Jesus was loving him early on because he tied at 168 in the first round, and he thought all the world he'd lose, but Lucius chopped the bucket, and then John won that roll-off. That's the only reason he got to play Jackson in the semifinals, and he steamrolled him in game 2. set that up. Jackson did win U17 though with the win over local Aiden Ruiz Jimenez. His mom is a crushed Vikings fan at the moment. We go on to Portland, Oregon next week, then to Phoenix, and then to that aforementioned Denver. Brett, you don't get any more practice, but shoot the 710. I want to see you make it anyway. Nice conversion of the 310 for Dmitri. One of those super calm exterior guys. I believe he's also part of the Colorado High School Championship team. Him, Moretta, Tyler Close, a whole bunch of others up there. I think they steamrolled through high school finals, and boom, pretty recovery there. He leads as it is by 10, but John's got his big opportunity here. He can tie up the match with the strike in the 8th and take a lead with 3 in a row here in the 9th. Yes. $1,250 on the line. You're in the area of 7 per second, so these are big shots you're throwing. Here's Johns in the 8th. Straighter. No. Nope. We're going to have to add that 6-pin, somebody. We got to spot it. Looked to me like that ball was laid down further right. Even though he stayed in the oil longer, that didn't add up to enough push. That shows you how tricky they are. And he's gonna have to sit on it, not Cinnabon it. That would be a whole different thing. Sit on it here and think about what he's gonna do. John, reverse those. Brett, reverse those arrows. Just type RA. Grant, with the arrows as they are, which letter would you like? Letter A will start first and finish last.
I'll take 8.
Very good. You'll be 1 frame up on the left. Good luck, guys. Grant, another Coloradan. Where are you from in Colorado?
Strasburg.
Strasburg.
It's east of Denver.
Out in the fields.
Yeah, literally.
Yep.
Out in wheat country.
Yeah. Kind of important to get the count. He blows another pin off of that. That's 2 on the strike, and dropping those 2 pins of count was not the best idea, but even worse was the split itself, so he now trails by 22 with just 2 frames to go. Wilson and Garul still halfway through over there, Depew and Collins, and then Paul Artesia handicap final on 7 1/8. 9th frame sets up so much here. Let's see, straighter again. So he moved back to the right and went faster on the ball speed on both lanes, and just didn't quite get zoned in. He told me he was befuddled earlier on in the ladder. Well, he is C-fuddled now. It's worse. If you're almost got it, you're only A-fuddled. If you're completely lined in, you're completely fuddled. Okay. Thank you. No one laughs at my jokes anymore. All right. Tough left side sparing, boy, just makes it. Would have made a Greek church that way if it helps, but as it stands, it's 7 spare, which he had to have in that spot right there. Well, many good qualities about Richardson. One of them is he's super unflappable. You don't get a lot of emotion one way or the other out of him. He just goes about his business. He can wrap up business with a strike here. Could you throw it any better than that? Very pretty shot. He's the real deal. You don't win an invitational with us without being the real deal. He did that in June. He's going to win even more this weekend for that. John can max out at 193. Oh, let's give him a catastrophic 8 out. It'll be 173, 199. This match is over, folks.
He's got the South Australian team colours on.
Ah, okay. There you go. Why not? We give him all these compliments. Go throw a Brooklyn in the 10th.
On the way.
There you go. I know his dad is going to be super happy. He'll hear about this within minutes, I'm sure. Yeah, now he moves back to the left, wheels everything. Now I've just lost the look a little. Listen, hey, he was almost out of this tournament about 2 hours ago. Got 2 bonus games out of that roll-off. Oh, yeah, he'll take the second, and Dmitri can't miss. Dmitri could hit the parking lot right now, and all the pins would fall in lane 3. He's got it all rolling. He's a 4-time JBT champ. Somewhat wealthy 4-time JBT champ. So about $2,300 for just 2 of those titles.
Pick it up.
You might have get freshman year covered here by the time it's done. Carry! Oh, somehow that misses. I don't know. 233 to 1 something's your final for the Colorado champ. We're going to catch some of the action in our other 3 divisions, which are 2 of which in the semifinal. And we've still got the handicap division title match coming up, so we'll do that in the second part. Stay tuned for that. Dmitri, excellent job. You can stick around till all this is over? Can you stick around till all this is what? Finished up? Okay, good talk. Anyway, a word is said. It's all right. Now we'll want a couple shots of Grant on camera here at least. Grant yells at himself, "Come on, Grant." No ball?
Yeah.
Ball on 1.
Boys and parents in the main scratch division, we are all wrapped up. Your runner-up today won 2 matches to get to that point. He's a 3-time champ from Amarillo, Texas, John Green. And your scratch division Youth New Mexico Open champion. He's now a 4-time JBT champion. Picks up a $1,250 first place scholarship from Greenwood Village, Colorado, Dmitri Richardson. Pretty darn impressive. Stick around, 3 great games left to decide.
All right, stay tuned and watch part 2 for the rest of our final.